If you guys are looking for a cool Discord to chill out in with loads of daily giveaways, then definitely make sure to try out mine. The link to it is in the description below, and I hope to see you guys on there, and I hope to see you guys in there. What is up, guys? And throughout the last few months I've actually been making an Iron Man on OldSchool Runescape, and initially I didn't want to make videos on it, but I've actually got quite far and I've decided that a lot of you guys would actually like to see the series. So although I didn't record a lot of it, OS Buddy pretty much took screenshots on all my level ups, all my quest completions, and all my clue scrolls, so I'm just gonna be going through them. So yeah, there's Cook's Assistant done, so I'll pretty much just be spam clicking these, but I pretty much took the most efficient route possible. I started out doing a few quests and then going straight to thieving, and you guys might have saw that was a hardcore, but I actually died to those guards at the Ardoin market, unfortunately. So yeah, that was kind of bad, but to be honest I don't really want a hardcore anyway, because there's so many restrictions to playing it. You can't go into the wilderness, you can't do certain bosses because you probably will die. I kind of just wanted to be a normal Iron Man anyway. Well, I'll tell myself that at least, but still. As you can see, getting loads of quests done really early on, and I didn't want to train anything if there was a quest experience reward which would just level the stats instead, since that would be more efficient. And yeah, although a lot of people might not find playing the game efficient fun, I pretty much just want to get as many quests done as early as possible. So yeah, there's me hitting 300 total level, not too bad. And yeah, for starting out money making method, you guys might have seen that I was doing agility pyramid to get 10k every time you go to the top, but at a very low agility level it's quite hard, so I would not recommend it unless you're 70 or something, because otherwise you'll literally just keep falling down and it's so annoying. And for prayer and everything, I also did lava dragons, and one of the drops I actually got from lava dragons was, it wasn't a visage, but I did manage to get the shield left half, which I'm pretty sure you do need for the Ardoin hard diary, so later stage in the game that will come in really useful. And yeah, I cannot actually believe I got that drop. It was very early on as well, and yeah, you can see me going back there and pretty much just doing loads of quests. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I died to Elvarg, which is quite embarrassing. I stayed at lava dragons pretty much until 43 prayer for protect from melee, and pretty much all of the protection prayers, which would make everything else in the game a lot easier, so that's why I stayed there for so long. And I did get PK'd a few times, but I didn't really lose too much because I didn't bring too many runes. And yeah, I'd recommend bringing a pestle and mortar to grind all those lava scales into shards, which later on, much later on, can be used to make extended anti-fire potions, although probably won't be making any of those for a very long time, since you need 80 herblore, and herblore is actually one of the hardest skills to train on Iron Man. So if you get any of those lamps from genies or quests or achievements, then definitely make sure to use them on herblore, because that is by far the hardest skill to train on an Iron Man. And yeah, there's 50 agility, and I think at this stage I was just grinding out full graceful at parts and then going back to lava dragons when I got bored. I pretty much had loads of goals simultaneously. I wanted to get Barrow's gloves, 43 prayer, get all my stats up. There's so much to do as a low level Iron Man. It is literally so fun. I don't even know why I made one. I did not expect it to be as enjoyable as it actually was. So if you guys haven't actually made an Iron Man yet, then definitely try it out, even if it's just for a week or something. And yeah, there's 43 prayer. I don't know if you missed it, but that was a huge milestone for the account, because any quests that had bosses in it were pretty much just really easy to do now. And honestly guys, if you do need a certain skill requirement for a quest or something, instead of just training it, I'd recommend going on the wiki and looking at quest experience rewards and seeing what quests actually give you the required XP to get to that next level, instead of just training it yourself, because in the long run it's a lot more efficient to get the quest rewards at a lower XP. If you do the quest at when you're a much higher level, then the reward is basically insignificant, because you could have just got that doing some other method. And yeah, you want to do these quests at low levels to make the most use out of them. I think here I was just getting the requirements for heroes quests, so I was getting 53 fishing, 50 cooking, and also 50 mining from Motherlode Mine. And then I started Slayer. You may have seen from that clue I actually got a Crozier from my first easy clue ever, which is really useful since one of the clues requirements is to wield a Crozier, and it can be very annoying to get if you hadn't already got it from a clue scroll. So, and yeah, I got a bit bored, so I just started doing a bit of Slayer, I think. And yeah, we did manage to get a U longbow from one of them, which I used for Temple of Ikov, I believe. And for 53 thieving for Desert Treasure, I literally just did Master Farmer. I know there's more efficient methods like blackjacking, but I think to do that is better, because the C's you get from it are really useful for Iron Man and getting that early farming level. Oh yeah, we actually got a Master Scroll book and a Black Wizard Top G in the same clue, so that's 250k from an easy clue. And the Master Scroll book can basically be used to store all of your teleport scrolls in, so that does free up a lot of bank space in the future, I guess. And here I just wanted to get 50 fire making for Desert Treasure, and also it's a milestone because then you can start doing Winter Top, which is really OP for Iron Man. I do start doing that later on, I believe. And yeah, now we're just getting my fishing up so I could get enough fish to cook for 70 cooking for Recipe for Disaster. So there it is. That took absolutely ages to grind for, but it was really nice to get out of the way, and I managed to finish the Apatow bit, and I believe that is when I got Barrow's gloves as well, even though I missed it. But yeah, after that, I went to Wintertoad to get my fire making up and get all those really useful rewards you can get from it, like the full Pyromancer, and I actually got the Tome of Fire on a very low kill count. I'm not sure if it's in the screenshots or not, but yeah, the Tome of Fire is literally so useful, since if you wield a Staff of Air with it and have the Tome of Fire in the offhand, it's basically like a smoke battle staff for a low level. So I definitely recommend going to Wintertoad, and I'm actually glad I waited a bit instead of going at 10 HP, because if you do have those higher skills, you do get significantly better rewards than you would as a level 3, because the rewards are based on your levels. So yeah, I did end up getting 85 fire making, which was that point that I stopped, because I thought that was pretty much high enough for everything that I needed. And then I got 50 smithing for Rum Deal, I believe, and I just wanted to like grind out as many of those quests as possible, because I don't know why, but I do actually quite enjoy questing for some reason. Don't ask what's wrong with me. And yeah, all those seeds that I got from Wintertoad were really useful for herblore and farming as well, so we managed to get some pretty high levels really early on. And this is, I believe, when I started the crafting grind. So I wanted a lot of cash so I could do Throne of Miscellanea and have enough in my coffer at all times, so I had to mine like 10,000 pure essence single-handedly, and then craft them all into cosmics, and then use those cosmics to craft the air orbs as I'm showing here. And yeah, I pretty much did that until 75 fire making, and I ended up with loads of cash, so it was a really worthwhile grind to do. Although I wish I'd done like Slayer or something for the pure essence, because mining that 10k essence was such a waste of time. I think that is the fastest way to get it at a low level, so I didn't really have any other option, but it was definitely worth it, because I ended up with around 8 mil, which is loads of cash, and definitely enough to keep in the kingdom for at least a few months. And yeah, then I decided to get 100% favor in most of my, right, yeah, so there is 75 crafting, which is really useful, because then you can boost 5 levels to make glories, which is exactly what I did. I think I had a couple of crystal keys from Slayer already, so yeah, that's what I went and did. And you can also make Slayer rings for that. So I think I did a bit more Slayer to get enough Slayer points to actually get those Slayer rings, which are useful since it's one of the closest teleports to a fairy ring, and obviously it teleports you to Neve's dungeon, which is really useful if you're going to like Trinome. And I also got my smithing up, which I think was a quest requirement for Devious Mines, and then I went back to get agility done because I wanted 70 agility for the shortcut to Blue Dragons, and then I went straight to Blue Dragons. So yeah, at this point I was kind of bored and I had lots of stuff to do in real life, so I just did AFK fishing and then doing the clue scrolls that I got from those caskets, and I did get some pretty decent rewards, but nothing special, you know. And also make sure to do Tears of Guthics every week. I think I got from like 1 to 50 hunted doing nothing but Tears of Guthics. I don't think I trained any of it, and there's me doing Morning's End Part 2 that took absolutely ages. And yeah, at this point I just wanted to get all of the current houses to 100%, so I did actually manage to get an Xeric's Talisman from killing these, which was really lucky, and even got a mining level from doing the Lovergoat bit, 2 mining levels in fact. And then I did those current quests, and yeah, at this stage I also had loads of stuff, so I just did AFK woodcutting to get it up, and I actually got Saradomin God D'hide boots from a hard clue that I got as a clue bottle from cutting the trees, and a magic shortbow as well. So this clue was literally so useful for me, since God D'hide boots are only 1 range bonus less better than ranger boots themselves, so, and they have a prayer bonus as well, so some would argue that they're better. So until I get a Slayer level to get Pegasian Crystal, I'll pretty much be using those boots from now for training range. And yeah, there's me doing the new quest Tale of the Righteous for the Shadesian house. I believe that is the newest quest added so far. And then from all those yew logs that I chopped from getting those wood cutting levels, I did make them into yew longbows, which I'll probably alch at some point for some decent money. All those fish that I caught, I started cooking them as well. I managed to get an elite clue from fishing, and I got a master clue from it, but unfortunately I couldn't do it because it was like make an anti-venom, which requires like 87 herblore, which will probably take me like years to get, but still we're getting there slowly. So yeah, 45 hunted just from Tears of Guthics, literally doing nothing else. And then I decided to go back to Wintertoad because I was bored, and I managed to get 90 fire making, and guys, I managed to get the Phoenix pet, and yeah, it's pretty unbelievable. I don't know how I managed to get it at only 90 farming, but I did actually get it, so really happy with that. And yeah, from this point on, I've just been doing herb runs, so that's where my progress stops, with me getting 1500 total level, which is a really nice milestone. So guys, as of right now, this is my current bank. I'm not going to go through it with too much detail. As you can see, it's worth 30.5 mil in total. Got loads of Onyx bolt tips there. My bank is pretty much a mess, so yeah, you will have to pause the video to like see this stuff, but there's my little Crozier, which is quite nice. Managed to get a rune scimitar from Fire Giants, some Zamrock robes, the full Pyromancer is somewhere there, there's 2 pieces, 2 Bruma torches just lying there as well, Master Scroll book there. Oh yeah, there's the rest of the Pyromancer pieces just lying around. Got loads of magic logs, loads of Unstrung Willow longbows, quite a few talismans, uncut ciphers there from just general stuff. I've got a Wily Hellcat, and yeah, loads of super energy potions I've got from Herblore, the Death Talisman from Morning Ends Part 2. That is my current cash stack, and it's pretty pitiful because I just deposited like 2 mil into Throne of Miscellanea, so I pretty much have like nothing left. As you can see, I just like did a run like 30 minutes ago, so yeah, got to stock up on them herbs. I've got loads of death runes, and these are pretty much all just from training kittens into cats, then selling them for 200 death runes. Loads of unpowered orbs that I made from molten glass, some death chaos runes, some paddler teleports, which I actually use for charging those air orbs. Got them from Bounty Hunter, and rune pouch, loads of Koran words and monkfish that I caught and cooked, rune kite shield, fighter torso, 11 mysterious emblems, 52 raw sharks, and burnt pages, and this is pretty much my skilling tab. I've got 1.7k nature runes, almost 11k answering maple longbows, so I will alch all of those at one point. Loads of gold bars that I got from smithing, loads of maple logs, so I'll need to cut those as well. Still quite a lot of U-logs which I haven't chopped into longbows yet, and yes, some slayer rings. This is my seeds tab. There's not actually much in here because I've pretty much been using all of my seeds, but I've got 41 watermelon seeds, some saplings that I need to plant, some coconuts. This is my herbs tab. Got loads of cool arms which I just have not been able to get the limport roots to make into super strength, so hopefully I'll get those during Slayer. I haven't even properly started Slayer yet, so yeah, I'll need to do that. Loads of cadentines. I still need one more herb lore level to actually use those, and yeah, these are my potions. I've got loads of prayer potions, so I think I'm set on those for a while. Loads of regular energy potions as well, and there is my Phoenix pet. So yeah, these are my current stats. So just hit 1500 total level as I showed you guys. I think it's looking not too bad. I've got quite a decent farming and herb lore level for my stage in the game, and also getting that glory and Slayer rings early on was definitely something I do, but I do need to start Slayer because I'm only 55 Slayer at the moment, and yeah, I do want to kind of get defender and work my melee stats up. I've just sort of been avoiding it because I haven't had much time, but yeah, that's something I want to do. I've currently got 251 quest points, and the only ones I haven't done are the ones that I don't have the requirements for. So Dragon Slayer 2, Dream Mentor, which I need 85 combat for, so yeah, that's one of the reasons to train Slayer. King's Ransom, which you need 65 defense for, Monkey Madness 2, which you need the Slayer for, and yeah, those are pretty much the only quests that I haven't done. And in terms of achievements, I haven't done that many, just the sort of ones that I nearly need. I've almost done desert ones. I need to catch an orange salamander, but I'll probably wait until I get the required hunter level from just Tears of Gothics because I cannot be asked to train that skill. But yeah, I will probably try and finish up these all at one point when I do actually need the rewards that I get from them. But yeah, there's my Tome of Fire and Xeric's Talisman, which I'm currently equipping. If you're wondering where I got my rune axe from, if I didn't mention it, I got it from lava dragons early on. So yeah, I'd say if you're a low level, definitely camp lava dragons for your starting mage prayer levels because it does get some really good drops and prayer XP. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not sure how often I will be posting videos on this account, but when I will, it will be live commentary clips instead of just me talking over them, so don't worry. And if you guys do want to see me post regular videos on this, then make sure to leave a like on the video and comment that because it would help me out a lot. And also make sure to be subscribed, with notifications on so you don't miss these uploads. And thanks for watching, guys.